Hi, my name is Carly. I'm the Director of Outreach at the Place for Children with Autism. Thank you for joining our mini series where we are posting videos every couple of days to help families at home. Today we're going to be talking about teaching children how to wash their hands independently. It has never been a more important topic than it is now, that we need to teach children how to wash their hands. And given how many times we are doing this right now and doing the skill, it's a lot of opportunities to practice the skill. So today we're going to be talking about washing hands using a backwards chaining procedure. It sounds difficult, but it's super easy to implement. And so before we even get into how to teach a child using this procedure, the first thing that's helpful is to have a visual of how to wash hands. Our children with autism are most often than not visual learners, and so having a picture which shows the steps is very helpful. Attached on the PDF attached to this video, there is a visual that I've sent for you. You can also go to Google Images, just type in washing hands visual, and a lot will come up. So this can be placed in the bathroom. A lot of our families post it like right on the mirrors in their bathroom. Just a great way to see what the steps are. So as you can see by the visual that's attached, there's a lot of different, very small steps involved in the hand washing routine. Turning on the water, getting your hands wet, putting soap on your hands, rubbing them together. These are all very small steps, and we need to teach each one like that it's their own, unique step. So with backwards chaining, what you're going to do is slowly and systematically let your child independently complete more and more tasks, starting with the last. So, for example, you're going to hand over hand, put your hands around your child's hands, and you're going to do the entire procedure with them a couple times, just so they get used to that routine, they get used to the muscle movements involved in all the routines. So you're hand over hand prompting every single step. Then once they start doing that a little bit better, then you can start hand over hand prompting every step except the last step. So maybe you do everything with them hand over hand, and then you have them dry their hands. It's the last step of the routine if you look at the picture. Then after they, dry their hands by themselves a couple of times, you hand over hand prompt every single step except the last two steps. So you're turning on the water with them, you're getting their hands wet with them, but they are going to turn off the water and dry their hands themselves. So you're going to keep doing this over and over until they're doing the entire process themselves. And it's also important to fade out the intensity of the prompts. So let's say we're working on turning off the water and you're letting the child do it themselves. That's the step you're working on. Then they make an error. It might not be the best idea to full physically go in and help them, but maybe you just point to the faucet, like that pointing gestural prompt. So I've also included in the PDF the prompting hierarchy, least to most prompts. You want to use the least most intrusive prompt when teaching a skill before you just jump right into hand over hand. My other strategy is to take data. I have attached on the PDF a data sheet that looks just like the hand washing routine that someone else used for backwards chaining. So as you see, they're not even taking data on all the steps because they're all prompted. We just want to know what the last step looked like, then the second to last, then the third to last. So you can use a data sheet. I think it really helps. I've put on a blank task analysis data sheet on the PDF attached, so you can use this for any large skill that you have to break up into smaller skills. So making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, brushing your teeth, washing your hands. So this backwards chaining procedure is really helpful when teaching new skills. It prevents errors from occurring rather than just letting the child, start the routine for the first time themselves. They might make several errors. They might memorize those errors. This is a great way to reduce those. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. If you have suggestions for future topics, you can email me as well. And as always, we have our blog with just some general information. That's the Place for Children with Autism /blog. I hope everyone's washing their hands and staying safe, and I will talk to you soon.